Hello everyone and welcome back to Country Health Scam. So today we're going to talk about this supplement called ASEA Redox. Now this supplement claims to help your body cells to communicate better with each other, and it claims to do that using what it calls redox signaling molecules. Now we're going to look at this supplement to see whether it is actually something that you should spend your money on or keep your distance from. And before we begin this video, I want to let you know that this supplement is one of the most ridiculous scams I've ever seen. So without wasting much of our time, let's begin. Alright, so here we are at the website of ASEA Redox, and I must say this is actually a very beautiful looking website, and you can see the claim here: ASEA Redox, a breakthrough in cell signaling. And as you can see what they wrote here, they said, "Are you done with the breakdown? Your cells are breaking down, healthy lifestyle or not, no one escapes the consequences of age. Although you may feel well, the effects of cellular breakdown are sneaking up on you. Current research shows that environmental factors such as stress, diet, the air we breathe, and aging can actually turn off the genes, meaning the genetic instructions that dictate how the body functions don't get through. What if there were a simple way to address the cellular breakdown, not just match the symptoms, but actually attack problems at the source, the genetic level? Find out how." Now, we're not going to really go through everything about this website because I've already done that for you over at contrahealthscam.com. So we're going to simply scroll through this website briefly. You can see the promotional video here of the ASEA Detox supplement. We're going to talk much about it. They keep hyping their company and their products. If you click on this menu, you can learn about the company, the products, the opportunity. And by the way, this opportunity is for those who want to sell this supplement, and this company uses what we call the multi-level marketing model. Now let's go to the science version of the website. Let's see what they have in store for us right here. So if you click on the science, they go to say ASEA Science, cellular health from the inside out. Besides body breakdown, your own body right this minute is breaking down in one way or the other. Even if you feel healthy, there's probably some insignificant ache or pain you're ignoring that could be signaling a bigger issue. So they go on and go on. How does the redox signaling work? Stuff like that. And believe me, after you go through these things, you feel like you have not been told anything because actually they are not telling you anything. So that's how we're going to feel after reading this science section of their website. Let's now head to contrahealthscam.com because I've already written a coherent review of this supplement that will explain everything in more detail than this website itself. So let's go now to contrahealthscam.com. So here we are at contrahealthscam.com, and you can see from the title, ASEA Redox cell signaling supplement is a scam, honest review. Now, as you can see from the review summary, ASEA Redox has a measly 2.2/10 rating, and it's for the following reasons. Author identity and qualifications is a 5/10 because the company is real. Okay, that's what I can say. And they managed to certify their production facility, so they have that one going for them. But for their qualifications and the rest, we're going to talk about it. You'll find out what I'm talking about. And then the scientific base of the program is a 0/10 because the research behind the supplement has been discredited. So this is very, very important. So that's why it's getting a 0/10. And not just that, the scientific basis from the beginning is nonsensical. I couldn't even understand what they were blabbing about in their own website. And for me, a medical doctor, to not understand what they're talking about, how much more you, the layperson, who is seeing this product for the first time and wondering how it works. That's how bad it is. Okay, and then the presentation of the program is a 3/10. Testimonials is 0/10 because judging from the scientific basis, there is no way this ASEA Redox can work. So any positive testimonial you see concerning this product is false. Okay, they're not telling you the truth. Finally, the pricing is a 3/10 because again, it's expensive. And to make matters worse, because of the MLM model, you cannot really hold the company responsible if you want to request your refund because they are not the ones directly selling it to you. They are using proxies who they call their MLM affiliates to sell their products. So it's only the affiliates that you go to, depending on the affiliate you buy from. Okay, so good luck getting your money back if you decide not to use this ASEA anymore. So that said, now let's go to the important parts of this review so that you can have an idea of what this product is all about. ASEA Redox has been around since at least 2010. It claims to be the breakthrough in cell signaling. Basically, ASEA Redox supplies your body cells with the materials they need to communicate better with one another. This in turn will then lead to better overall health. Now, how does this ASEA Redox work this redox signaling? Now, according to the ASEA website, ASEA Redox works through what they call redox signaling. They then go on to define it as cellular communication within a living organism, which is an essential function of normal physiology. Then they proceed to spew a lot of vague stuff about redox signaling that even, like I said earlier, I didn't even understand what they were talking about. What they ended up claiming was that ASEA Redox is the first and only supplement on the market that contains active redox signaling molecules, powerful cellular messengers that help protect, rejuvenate, and restore cells. So that's the basic thing you need to take away from all their scientific gibberish. They are claiming that they are the only ones, they are the pioneer supplement that will solve all these problems through redox signaling. Now, what is redox to begin with? For those who do not know, redox refers to reduction and oxidation, which means loss and gain of electrons in chemical reactions. Redox signaling refers to the process whereby naturally occurring substances, including chemicals and free radicals, act as biological messengers in the body. So, for example, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, and sulfur dioxide can act as redox signaling molecules. Now, I purposely use these three examples because they are actually dangerous to the human body. So I wanted to use it to show that the fact that they are claiming active redox signaling molecules does not mean that redox signaling molecules are all good and nice and fine, okay? So don't get hoodwinked into it that because they mention redox signaling molecules, there must be something very nice. What does ASEA Redox do for you? Now, according to the company, their supplement will signal the activation of genetic pathways or affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health, and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, modulate hormone balance to support fertility and wellness. On top of the above, or on top of all that, ASEA Redox works at the cellular level to help protect, rejuvenate, and restore cells. It also can regulate genes and keep your cells talking. So basically, they are going to improve every aspect of your health so that either you don't fall sick or you never fall sick. They have piqued my interest right now. So what are the ingredients? What is inside this ASEA Redox that will enable it to help us achieve all these things for our body systems? So the ingredients of ASEA Redox include water and salt. So that's basically it. That's what is inside this ASEA Redox. Just salt and water, which is very interesting. Now, what's the difference between ASEA Redox and ordinary salt water, you may ask? Well, ASEA claims that they use a patented process to filter, process, and package the salt water. And this secret process turns the salt water molecules into redox signaling molecules. In other words, they are not telling you anything, and that's the truth. They are not telling you anything. They're just using big words and the word patented to protect themselves from telling you anything. However, a Wikipedia article of their company mentions that they use electrolysis to split the salt water molecules into the so-called redox signaling molecules. We'll talk more about this later in this review, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, the ASEA company graciously showed us a video of the production process of ASEA Redox. But in my opinion, I don't see the difference between what they are doing and the work of a table water bottling company, except maybe the adding of the salt part. So that's my opinion here. So how much does it cost? I've already talked about it. Okay, it depends on the MLM affiliate of ASEA that you encounter. But from my research, a bottle may cost you at least $50. So we're not talking about a cheap supplement here. So who should buy ASEA Redox? Now, for those who will still go ahead to buy this product after listening to this review, this is for you. Now, from the look of things, ASEA Redox is targeted primarily at people with chronic diseases, immunocompromised patients, and people with hormone imbalance issues. ASEA also markets their salt water supplement to athletes, claiming that it helps them recover faster and boost their performance. However, I think that the demographic that will most likely fall for this supplement are middle-aged to elderly people with chronic diseases. All right, now I talked briefly about the company, so let's just read this at least so that it will give you an idea of the company that we're dealing with. Okay, now ASEA is a biotech company formerly known as Medical Discoveries Incorporated. It was founded in 2007 by Verdis Norton, is a Fortune 500 company founder, something like that, and relaunched as ASEA in 2010. They are based in Salt Lake City, Utah, so they have a lot of salt and water to play with. According to their website, ASEA produces their one-of-a-kind supplement in an FDA-registered NSL-certified facility. Now, I confirmed that actually their facility is certified by NSF, so they have that one going for them. They also claim that their supplement is Redox certified by an independent lab known as Bioagiletics Labs Incorporated. Now, while this may be true, I disagree with the fact that this lab is independent. They must be working in cahoots with each other, which is allowed, but they can say anything that they want right now. Maybe they agreed to it in their board meetings, but I personally do not believe that this Bioagiletics Labs Incorporated is independent and they are not working in cahoots with each other. Anyway, ASEA boasts of a leadership team, an advisory council, a science council, as well as a medical professional board. The last two are loaded with medical doctors and PhD holders, thereby giving off the impression that we are dealing with a company who knows what they are talking about. But as you'll soon find out shortly, all that glitters is not gold. Now, they have a section on their website that was completely taken care of, and they made sure that they display to everyone that they are actually nice looking company with a lot of doctors in their medical advisory board or professional board, as they call it. Now, you'll soon see why all those things do not translate to good supplements or supplements that work. Okay, now let's begin. Why is ASEA Redox a scam? Number one, the scientific basis is nonsensical. ASEA Redox is supposedly based on redox signaling, but as far as I'm concerned, ASEA is using the scientific term to market their salt water, and they did not use redox signaling to actually produce the supplement. Remember the patented process ASEA claims that they use to transform their salt water into redox signaling molecules? I think that they use this word patented to legally avoid telling you exactly how they produce the said molecules, because they know that they are full of it. Now, why do I say this? Now, let's explain. History is by my side, basically. Now, according to the Wikipedia article about their company, which, by the way, Wikipedia actually knows that the article was written by a biased insider, so someone who is inside the company. Wikipedia doesn't believe that the article is unbiased, basically. ASEA Redox is the replacement of an earlier product called MDIP. Now, this is from Wikipedia, and the emphasis here is that MDIP was a clear colorless liquid generated by electrolysis of a sterile saline, so basically electrolysis of salt water. Okay, then according to them, it contained highly reactive chlorine and oxygen species, including HOCl, OCl-, Cl-, Cl2 and O3. So Cl2 and O3 are gases. Cl2 is chlorine gas and O3 is ozone. There are a few problems here. First, electrolysis of saline does not give rise to ozone. Secondly, if indeed that MDIP contained all those radicals, then it couldn't have been clear and colorless, because Cl2, chlorine gas, alone will give the solution a greenish yellow tint. So with this lie about their other product, how do you expect me to believe that they are now telling you the truth about its replacement? And by the way, look at what they said about, this MDIP. While the primary ingredients created in the original MDIP solution are found in the current ASEA Redox supplement, the processes and outputs differ. All prior patents from the previous company have expired. New patents that cover the cooperative composition and production process used to produce ASEA have been filed and issued. So they are hiding how they actually produce it, but it's funny because they showed us in a video how the production process works. So they are saying, oh, going through patented process, but we know that this so-called patented process is actually electrolysis, which is nowhere near a patented process. It's a standard chemistry lab experiment. So them coming here and telling us that, oh, right now MDIP and ASEA use the same ingredients, but they are using a different method. I don't believe them because they are lying to you as far as I'm concerned. Okay, now this is the so-called scientific basis, which we have seen is nonsensical. But now let's look at the second reason why this ASEA Redox is a scam. The scientific research behind ASEA Redox has been discredited. Now let's read this part, also very important. ASEA has a section on their website dedicated to the science behind their products. Visit that section and you quickly notice that there is not a single scientific paper cited or published there, not even scientific research about redox signaling. Now, why is that? Very suspicious, right? Now, you see, ASEA did have some scientific research published on their website around the initial launch of ASEA Redox in 2010. All of them were founded by the company, and as expected, they all found that the supplement helped with battling all manner of disease conditions. But of course, none of their research was peer-reviewed or replicated by independent researchers, other than the independent bioanalytics labs, of course. The MLM partners of ASEA had a field day spreading the research results to convince their potential customers, and they drummed up so much publicity that eventually health professionals got their hands on them. Their research subsequently disintegrated on scrutiny, and that's why they no longer use their research. They don't use their own research on their own website. Dr. Harriet A. Hall, retired Air Force veteran doctor, did justice to this part of the review. I linked her review in my own review article, which you can click on and read later. And by the way, this review, as usual, you find it in the pin section and in the description. So after watching this video, you can read it by yourself. And then finally, overwhelming negative testimonials, which is not surprising given that we're just dealing with salt water that electricity ran through, and they are claiming that it's a patented process. Anyway, ASEA features a bunch of people, including a young family, as testimonials in their video presentation. All of them credit ASEA Redox for transforming their health for the better, but in the real world, the opposite is true. People hate this product. In fact, it got so bad that the MLM partners of ASEA resorted to flooding blog comments with testimonials about how the supplement saved their lives or something. For example, check out the comment section of this review from 2011. I linked again in my review. You can read about it and you see what's going on in the comment section there. It was so bad that the author had to start deleting these positive testimonials. I actually expect a bunch of them to leave comments like that in my own review. Okay, but just know that once you see those reviews or so those testimonials, just know that they are fake, because the scientific foundation of this particular supplement has been destroyed, so there's no way it works. My final conclusion: don't buy ASEA Redox cell signaling supplement. It is a scam. You're better off drinking salt water that you're prepared in your kitchen than spending up to $50 buying salt water that is packaged in a beautiful bottle. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the notification bell so that you will get notified when I upload a new video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.